If you want to see the screen, if you want to see the screen, hop over to YouTube. We live. We in the building. The first cousin that get over there, say, "Hey, I'm here." Say, "Hey, I'm here." Say that. Let me go ahead and pause this YouTube I was watching. I be watching Trader TV live. They be on their wild and sometime. I like to watch them. I like to watch them. Okay, I see a comment. Who that done pulled up on me? Who that done pulled up? Kevo. Hey. Kevo. Hey, oh man. I done waste ketchup. I done waste ketchup and Chick-fil-A sauce all on my pants. All right. Y'all, let's get it, man. Y'all, while I eat my last couple of tater tots, y'all share this out with the cousins. Share this out with the cousins. What's happening? I see you here to learn and share. I know you gonna pull up. You feel me? But let me share my screen. Y'all share this out with the cousins, man. And they say it do something favorable to the algorithm if you hit the like button. So go ahead and do that. Hit the like button. So what we talking about today? Let me come out of that mode real quick. Talk to you. What I sounds cold is the truth. So what we talking about today? We talking about a trade I took. It's not off of my normal liquidity run reversal trade. It's not. I didn't take it off of a normal fair value gap like I usually do. It's been something that I've been back testing and something that I've been trying to learn based off of ICT order blocks. What, Tim? Are you gonna teach us order blocks? No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna teach you order blocks. If you want to learn order blocks, you know what I'm saying? Slide over there to ICT, look at the mentorship, and he can break down exactly what order blocks are. What I am gonna talk about today is why I designated this candle or candles as an order block. How did I confirm? How did I confirm? I call it double confirming. ICT don't mention nothing like that. But me, I just like extra confirming. So I call it double confirming. You know what I'm saying? I double confirmed the order block. And then once I double confirmed the order block, I was like, hey, if we trade back down into this tomorrow, I'm going long here. You know what I'm saying? So never tells us no. so so once I designated, so that's the whole thing of what. Oh, let me put the banner up. What I said, what we gonna be doing? Boom, ICT order block trade, right? ICT order block trade, cause everybody know I usually trade either my liquidity run reversal or a fair value gap trade. Every now and then I might hit Lex, melting butter, but they all fair value gap trades, right? And but I mean melting butter can go back to a breaker also, but you know, I ain't focusing on what made it an order block. You know what I'm saying? I'm focusing on today is like trusting your conviction. Trusting your conviction. It was I ain't even gonna front. You know what I'm saying? This was like my first time taking a trade live off of an order block, taking an order block trade live, and I ain't even gonna lie. Boy, the duty hole was tight. It was tight, boy. I'm telling you, man. It was like, and so it's more about like sticking with your conviction. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break down everything. I'm gonna show you everything on the chart. You know what I'm saying? What I saw as to be the order block, why I saw it as to be the order block, how it confirmed it again. You know what I'm saying? I call it double confirmation, like on another time frame to like help solidify my conviction in that area. And I can't show you the intestinal fortitude that it took to stand in front of that freight train and hit that button. I can't teach you that. All I can say is like, man, once you back test something, and once you back test it and you forward test it, or paper traded, or however you want to call, trading in real time. Once you do that, man, just push the button. And at the end of the day, if it go against you, don't let that shake you out of it, because losing is a part of it. Losing is a part of it. It's not about like being right every time. It's just taking high probability trades and sticking with your conviction. So with that being said, let me pull my screen back up, right? And as you see here, let me there you go. And as you see here, we this is the whole everything over. Let me break it. Let me break now. And you see everything marked up on my chart already. So I'm gonna start at the top and then break it down. Why it's not changing? Why the candle's not changing? Okay, here we go. All right, that changed. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. So yesterday after the close, cause everybody, anybody that was following my stories yesterday, y'all know your boy had a wild day yesterday. It was a wild day. So after I finally got home, I didn't get home until after the close. I left at like 9:15. Calandra texted me at 9:13. I left at 9:15. And I didn't get back home. My mama had to pick up the boys for me. And they get out of school. We pick them up around 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get home until like, they was home when I got home. It probably was like after 5 when I got home. It was after 5. Because when me and Calandra was at Godfather's Pizza, I'm like, man, why Dustin going live at 4 o'clock? And she was like, baby, you on Central Time. It's 5 o'clock. So it was like well after 5 o'clock we got home. Might have been close to 6. Might have been almost 6 o'clock when we got home. So I had a wild day. But when I got back home yesterday, hopefully y'all can see these candles good. I came in and I marked some stuff that I was looking at on the daily level. You know what I'm saying? This blue line right here, I just put that there to like for a place of like pay attention to this. You know what I'm saying? When I start dropping down to the time frames, because the high that I was looking at, I didn't really look at a low yesterday. I actually looked at, you know what I'm saying, 2 highs. You know what I'm saying? I looked at 2 highs. I looked at this high and I looked at this high right here. Well, Tim, why did you look at 2 highs instead of a high and a low? Well, I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. I looked at 2 highs because yesterday I noticed that we had just broke these daily highs right here. We broke this daily high and we broke this daily high from what would that have been? Tuesday, Monday. 1, 2, that would have been Monday. So we broke Monday's daily high, right? And we broke this daily high from back here, right? So since we broke those, the next low I would have been concerned with us breaking was way down here. And I don't see that happening this week. So that's why I didn't mark a low. I just marked this high because that was the closest one we was to. And then I marked this high because that's the next one that we need to break before getting to this daily fair value gap, right? So that's why I marked those 2 highs, and then I marked yesterday high as a pay attention to this. You know what I'm saying? I marked that as a pay attention to yesterday's high. Let's see how we'll react when we get to yesterday's high. That's why I put it as a blue line, because it's not something that I would normally have on my chart. It's gonna stand out to me like, hey, Tim, pay attention to this area. It's a different color from what I use, right? So that's how I mark the daily chart, right? And then I drop down to my 60s, you know what I'm saying? Like I always do, right? And if you notice, I got this right here mapped out. And what this is not a fair value gap. And if y'all don't know, like if I mark a fair value gap, the box look like this, right? You see how one says liquidity pool and one says imbalance, right? The imbalance is my fair value gaps. My fair value gap, it got like a dotted line around, and y'all probably can't see that at all. Y'all probably can't see that at all. So, but anyway, I can see it. It's like a dotted line around there, and then God dog, I had to move something. So it's got a dotted line around it, and then the color is lime green at like 6, and then liquidity pool is like a orange with a solid line around it. It's like a orange with a solid line around it. Y'all can't see that on the screen. I'm noticing that now because it's so small, but I know the difference in it. So, and the reason why I didn't mark any fair value gaps, right, is because frankly at the time I didn't see anything that I really wanted to. Let me see. Let me get to what we closed at, right? Right here, right? So that's the close. Yesterday's close is right. This is what we closed at yesterday, right here, right? So when I was in here looking at it, I was like, hey, I see a small little fair value gap here, and I see a fair value gap here, right? So I saw a fair value gap here and a fair value gap there. And then I was like, look at this here. Let me see if this area here is going to act as an order block if we trade back down into it, right? Because I don't want to be watching these fair value gaps right here, and then this order block is sucking the price lower than I want it to go. So I said, hey, I'm gonna focus my attention on the order block tomorrow, and if it don't get to the order block, then I call a audible and start trying to look for something based off the fair value gaps. So I marked this right here, and now I'm gonna dive down to show you how I like to identify it as an order block. This is, I learned it from ICT, and this is just my interpretation of it. I'm not teaching you how to identify an order block. This is just my interpretation of it. If you want to learn what an order block is, go check out ICT mentorship. I think he break it down. What's up, Big B? I think he break it down. What's up, Nikki? I think he break it down real clear in either lesson 12 or 13. He break down the order blocks real clear in one of those. But so here we go. And it's not about it just being, you know what I'm saying, a up close candle or a down close candle. It's not about that. Why my candles look so weird, man? What's going on? I ain't tripping, man. I ain't got like no space in between my candles. Why in the world my candles looking like this? Bar width? Why the bar width on 14? That's too skinny right there. Candles looking crazy. They ain't got no space in between them. Y'all bear with me, man. My ADD acting up. My candles ain't looking right. Okay, so it's not just about like, oh, this a down close candle or this a up close candle in the middle of the trend, nothing like that right there, right? So the way I looked at it was, okay, these 60-minute candles, and we had this big leg moving up from here. We was coming from this area here, and we moved up, broke through the high. This gold color line, that's a high. So we bust through that high, right? We formed the fair value gap while busting through that high, right? So automatically in my mind, I know the market want to come back down and rebalance this gap. You know what I'm saying? And if the market gonna be coming back down to rebalance this gap, and then I see we got this down close candle in the midst of this strong uptrend right here, I said, hey, let me go in and look to see if this candle gonna act as an order block. You know what I'm saying? Before it even start coming back to it, while it's still going up, I want to identify any potential order blocks. You know what I'm saying? So what did I do? I'm gonna tell you what I did, right? So I highlighted the candle, right? Let me go in and do that now. I already extended it out. So I'm gonna highlight it again with a different color, right? Because I don't feel like moving that one. So we're gonna come here and we're gonna highlight this candle. If y'all can hear me all right, put a 1 in the chat. Cause I don't know if I'm talking loud enough. If y'all can hear me okay, put a 1 in the chat for me. Right? So I'm gonna come here and I ain't gonna highlight it like perfect. I'm just gonna highlight it like this right here. That's good enough right there. And then once I highlight it, right, I appreciate that on IG. If you're on IG, pull up on YouTube if you want to see the charts. Okay, I appreciate it. Here to learn and share. So what I like to do once I mark off the candle of interest, it can be a red candle, it can be a green candle. But once I mark off the candle of interest that I want to see if it's gonna act as a order block, right? I highlight it, and if you notice, I'm on the 60-minute time frame, right? So being on the 60-minute or whatever time frame I'm on, I like to drop one time frame down and look for any fair value gaps that's formed within that candle. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to see any fair value gaps formed within that candle, right? So we drop down to a 15-minute. Boom. Right? So when I drop down to the 15-minute, let me get back over here to where we marked it, right? Okay. So here we go. This is the red candle here. But this candle and this candle right there, right? That's the 60-minute order block right there, right? These down close candles right here, that right here, all these candles here, 1, 2, 3 red candles, right? Let me get the exact candles that make up that one, right? So 60-minute, that is the 8 p.m. candle. So anything between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, right? So anything between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock is that candle, right? So here we go. Anything between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So from here over to here, right? So these candles right here, right? So these candles right here make up that candle. Let me move it there. So these candles right here make up that candle, right? They make that candle up right there, right? So, and as you notice right here, once we finish going down, once we started coming back up right there, once we started coming back up and came within that range there, so boom, over to here, right? So these candles here, once we, now that's the hour. Once we sold down and once we came back up into the range of that candle, if you look right here, we made a fair value gap right there. Once we started coming back up, once we made that candle, and then once we started coming back up, we made a fair value gap right there, right? So once we made that fair value gap right there, that gave me the confirmation of, okay, this has the potential to act as an order block. Remember, this is just one candle on the 60-minute time frame, right? That's one candle on the 60-minute time frame, right? So then if you look right here, if you look right there at this 9:15 candle, right? You see this 9:15 candle That's the red candle right there on the 15-minute time frame, right? So I mark, and this is my double confirmation I was talking about. So I marked off this candle right here. I'm gonna change this to another color, right? That's on the 15-minute time frame, right? So what I say I like to do, I like to drop down, you know what I'm saying? I like to drop down to my next time frame. So I go down to my 5-minute, right? Go down to my 5-minute and look at that 15-minute order block right there. I mean, a 15-minute down close candle right there, right? So on the 5-minute, make it bigger, get bigger. All right, so on the 5 minutes, this is the 60-minute candle over here. All these right here make up the 60-minute candle right here, and then this is the 15-minute candle right here, right? This right here is the 15-minute candle. So right here, once we come down, once we make that 15-minute candle, right here, boom, we make our 15-minute candle right there. Once we start trading back up into that 15-minute candle, we coming back up in that 15-minute candle right there. See what you see right there? That's a fair value gap right there within this candle right here. So now I got the 60-minute order block, and then I got a 15-minute order block. And the 15-minute order block is within the 60-minute order block. So that was my double confirmation to really make me say, oh, price gonna come back down to this. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got my conviction of, oh, price coming back down to this, right? And so right here, if you see where this down close candle and this down the close of the 15-minute order block right here, the close of the 15-minute order block, it met with this down close candle. That's where I set my entry in my mind last night at 44.66. You know what I'm saying? 44.66. I set my entry in my mind last night. If we trade back down to 44.66, that's where I'm going long at, because I got my 60-minute order block here and a 15-minute order block within the 60-minute order block, right? And then my no, come on. And then so 66, then we come down here, and right there, that's, what's that? 8, 9, 58, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So that's 8 points. You know what I'm saying? That's 8 points. That's the stop loss up under there. That's 8 points. And my typical stop loss is 9. You know what I'm saying? But since I was that's the 60, that's the stop loss off the 60-minute if I had to, if I was worried about it coming down that low. You see what I'm saying? But theoretically, my stop would be, and I think I placed my stop like right here at 62, if I ain't mistaken. Yep, that's it right there. 62, because it was just outside this box. It was just outside this box when I put my stop there. So it would have been 62. See, right there, boom. 62. So that was 4 points. That's what it was, because it was I went for a 5-to-1. 4, yeah, I went for 20 points. I went for 20 points. It was a 5-to-1 risk to reward. I was risking 4 points for 20 points. That's what it was. 66, and I set it at 62. All right, so that's how I came up with the idea of this area right here. This 60-minute down close candle was going to act as an order block, and then I double confirmed it with a 15-minute down close candle that was inside that 60-minute candle that was going to act as an order block. You know what I'm saying? And then I actually watched the trade. I watched the setup on the 5-minute today. I was watching on the 5-minute because the 5-minute was the lowest that I confirmed anything on, right? And so, and what this other blue line is right here, once the price action started getting real funky, after I had then hit my 20 points up here at 86, because we broke this swing high, right? And we came to this swing high over here this other swing high right here, this swing high right here, when we got up to this swing high right there, right, we matched it tick for tick. And the price action was already getting real funky. It started Christmas tree trading right up in here. I was like, okay, are we accumulating longs or shorts? What's going on? That's when I was like, look, man, I'm from the set my what's the name in my whatchamacallit trade. My options trade. Oh, I can't bring that over there. My options trade. Come on. My options trade that I took right there. I'm slide it on the screen. My option trade that I took. Y'all see my y'all see my orders right there, right? Y'all can see right there. I took it. I took 6 contracts there, and the reason why I took 6 contracts instead of 4, because I got them at 30 cents. I got them at 30 cents, so it was like way cheaper than I normally would get it. So to make my risk to reward act right for this account, I got it at 30 cents, and I had my target set at, what did I have my target set at? I had my target set at it ain't showing it right now. I had my target set. I got stopped out at 36 cents. I got stopped out in profit at 36 cents. I got them for 30 cents, and I had my target set for like $1.10. I think I had it set for, but it's not showing on here no more because it's already closed. But as you can see, when the price action started getting funky, I was like, look, man, I'm fun. I don't like how this looking. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be one of them days. And as you see, I made the right choice because right now that contract going for 8 cents. So as you see, I made the right choice. I made the right call. I said, I say I'm gonna put it at break even. I consider that break even like a $5 move on a contract. I consider that break even. I don't, you know what I'm saying. But what this line was right here was, I was like, okay, if we come back down to this right here, and this looking like the area I want to see if we gonna blast off and just go to the moon. But if we come back up and struggle at this level right here, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a dunzy for me. I ain't gonna do nothing because I had considered getting back in. You know what I'm saying, but I was like, it's gonna be a dunzy for me. I ain't gonna do nothing, and I got busy, never came back and looked until we got into this thing here. So pretty much that's really all I want to share with y'all, man. I ain't see no need to go through like the playback and all that. I just want to walk y'all through it. Like once it the end how when I make the entry, I was talking about that. So once I here, right here, if you see like we was trading what 9:30 at, let me find 9:30 right here, boom. The market opened right here. Boom, at this level where I got that white line at right now. So that's when the market opened up, right? So when the market opened up, boom, we shot up to here. Once we shot up to here, I'm just sitting there patiently waiting. I'm sitting there patiently waiting because this is the high that I had marked, right? And this was yesterday's high right there. And so we were so far away from yesterday's high, and this is where the market closed. You can't see that line. There it is. This is where the market closed yesterday, right? So when we started trading, you know what I'm saying, we shot up, right? And I'm just patiently waiting. And we started coming down because I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying, let me put this down to where I was looking for, 66. I'm looking for, that's where I'm looking for right there. I'm looking for that level right there, right? And then, boom, right there. We coming, market dropping like a freight train. Tried to bounce, it's coming down like a freight train right here. That's when I took it. Bam, right here. It hit that 66 right there. It shot back up. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Hit here. You know what I'm saying? Shot up. Came down. I'm right here. Start coming back down. I'm trusting the process because I'm going to stop down here. Up under there. Trusting the process. Then that thing took off. Bam. Got the 20 right here. Got the 20 right here. Boom. And then it started going sideways. So now, and the same time I got in here, I got in on my options trade. And so right here is when I started getting concerned. I started getting concerned right here because the premium was acting funny. You know what I'm saying? I text Lex. I say, Lex, I don't like how this premium acting. I'm about to lock in at break even. You know what I'm saying? Because I got in down here at like 30 cent. I was like over here somewhere, got in at 30 cent. And then when we was like over here, it had like once we got up here, it had got up to like 55 cent. And then once we was like we was trading around here like this, it was dropping all the way back down to like 32 cent. And I'm like, man, this ain't making sense. If I got in at 30 cent way down here, why is it 30 cent way up here? You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be. I know it's the same day expiration, but these ain't number 5-minute candles. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's only like 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big difference for it to be dropping to the same price that it was when it was down here. And now that same price is up there. I'm locking in at break even, man. I don't trust this trade no more. And as you see, it turned out to be, you know what I'm saying, the right thing to do. I got stopped out in profit. You know what I'm saying? And that thing started sliding on down. If I'd have just left it and tried to let it play out without, you know what I'm saying, reading the signs, I bought a bin, got stopped out. Because what was it at 8 cent? What we said was at 8 cent when I pulled it over there. Let me check that. Yep, 8 cent. I don't know if y'all can make that out right there, but that say 8 cent. 9 cent. It say 9 cent now. That red one, I don't know if you see that red, it say 9 cent. You know what I'm saying? So that position, and that's the same position I bought, because you can see my little markers on there. I bought 6 there, and it say stop market right there. I don't know if you can make it out, but that's what that is. That little blue circle say limit 6. Then over there say stop market. That's where it came and stopped me out right there. Let me see the highest it got. The highest it got was 52 cent. 52 cent was the highest it got. Remember I said it got to like 50-something cent? It was 52 cent was the highest that it got. And I bought them at 30, but I got stopped out in profit at 35 cent because I saw it going against me. But yeah, man, pretty much that's all I want to share with y'all, man. I want to share how I, you know what I'm saying, took that order block trade. That was a trade that, you know, I had been back testing for a while. And so I decided to take it live today because, you know, my normal setup had been, you know, getting me left. It wasn't giving me my normal setup. And this is something that I've been practicing. I've been back testing. So when I saw it, I executed. Just like I say, you know what I'm saying? I like to have stuff in my back utility belt that I can pull out. You know what I'm saying? Like, master one thing, and while you mastering that one thing and doing it live, start back testing something else so that, you know what I'm saying, you got multiple things you can go to, but you know what I'm saying, you proficient at all of them. You know what I'm saying, that you can pull them out your back utility belt like, ha Joker, you thought it was me. You know what I'm saying? So any questions on that before I let y'all get out of here, man? Any questions on anything I said before I let y'all get out of here? I appreciate that, Kevo. Kevo said he enjoyed the breakdown. Did I was it clear? Was it what I said clear? Did y'all understand it? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all understand, you know, why I marked what I marked, why I, you know what I'm saying, decided to take the trade? And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't teach you the guts that it took to pull the trigger. That just comes with trusting your practice, trusting what you back tested. That's something else. I can't share that. That's just something on the inside. I can't put that into words. Are there any questions before I get out of here? Been on here 33 minutes. No questions? No questions? No questions? All right, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. If y'all percent pullback you see for SPY before you get leaps. Oh, I ain't looking for a specific percent, Boogie. It's just I still got this chart marked. Y'all remember when we marked this the other night? I still got this marked. So basically I don't have I don't have a percent pullback that I'm looking for. It's just what I want to see the SPY do. I want it to confirm. This is my best case scenario that I got drawn out. You know what I'm saying? This is my best case scenario that I got drawn out. From the other day when we was doing this, we were what was that, March 18th? This day right here, because that's the candle that I got it anchored to. So it was either the 17th or the 18th when we went live and we talked about this. It was one of these days right here. So my best case scenario is that I want to see it come up to this fair value gap right here, service this fair value gap, right? Come back down, service this fair value gap, and then go up. That's my best case scenario of what I want to see the SPY do before, like, if once it comes service this fair value gap, I'm gonna be looking to get in because this we broke the trend line, right? We made a new high right here. I would really like for the new high, new short-term high to be up here by servicing this fair value gap, and then sell back down and make a higher low by servicing this fair value gap, and then get in once we make the higher low and take it up. But if this is my best case scenario, like I said, but if this is the short-term high it's gonna make there, and then want to start pulling back and make a higher low here by coming down, because the trend line traders, they looking for a retest of this trend line before they go all in. You feel me? So it's like, I just want to see a retest of this trend line. Like I say, preferably service this fair value gap, then go. That would like be my ideal setup. But I'm just looking for the come back, make the higher low, you know what I'm saying? Satisfying the trend line traders, make everybody happy. Satisfy this order block, satisfy the trend line traders, satisfy this, or I mean this fair value gap, satisfy the trend line traders, satisfy this fair value gap, and let's go. That's my perfect scenario. But if it just give me a pullback and make a higher low, then I start scaling in to my leaps. You know what I'm saying? I start scaling to my leaps. And then when I start scaling in, I'm going out to probably December 2024. I might go January 2024, but more than likely I'm going to start with December 2024. And then as I'm scaling in, start coming back closer in time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. Not a specific percent amount. I'm just looking for what the spot, like the price action. I'm looking at the price action. No, I don't have to touch the trend line. I just need to come back down and get, because I don't trade trend lines. I want it to come back and service this fair value gap that I got marked. So I don't care if it touch that trend. I just put that trend line up when we was doing checking the trend that time. I just put that there to see if we had broke out of the, I don't trade trend line. So to me, it don't have to touch the trend line. I want the price action to say, hey, service y'all. Hey, service y'all. Hey, higher low. Let's go. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Man. I appreciate you too for always pulling up, man. Let's say this worth about a stack. No, man. Hey, I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. Don't nobody need to pay me nothing. I'm just sharing the stuff that I see, man. Y'all see what the thing said at the bottom? I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. Do your own research. Investing involves considerable risk, and you should always consult a financial advisor before making any investment decision. You feel me? I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. I don't know why y'all on here listening to me, man. So looking for a fair value gap within an order block at a lower time frame. Yeah, that's the way I interpret it, man. That's the way I interpret it. Like, go check out ICT videos, and he break, like, I think lesson number 12 or 13. Like, I learned about order blocks a long time ago, and I've been practicing them. I've been trying to figure them out. Peter broke it down to me. Boyd broke it down to me. Legs broke it down to me. Man, my head just don't think like that. But it's starting to click, and ICT, he break it down real clear in this new mentorship. I think it's lesson 12 or 13. He really break it down real clear what an order block is. And, like, I just be, you know what I'm saying, I just be practicing. But what I like to do, I like to, you know what I'm saying, identify the candle that I think can has a high probability of acting as an order block, right? And then once I identify that candle, I like to highlight it so I don't get lost. And then I'll drop down to the next time frame I like, because I do 60, 15, 5, and 2. That's how I drop down. You know what I'm saying? That's my levels of choice to drop down when I'm looking at the price action. Well, of course, daily. So daily 60, 15, 5, 2. So if I see it on the daily, I'm going to drop to a 60 and look for the fair value gap. If I see it on a 60, I'm going to drop to the 15 and look for the fair value gap. But I want it to be within that candle, within the body of that candle. I don't want it to be a red candle or a green candle here and then the fair value gap up here or the fair value gap down there. I want it to be, that's just the way I do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I do it. I want it to be the candle, and I want the fair value gap to follow that candle within its body. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I do it. That's my interpretation of it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You go back and look at ICT and he can break it down what it really is, and then you can go back and start back testing what plays out for you. That's how I see it. That's what played out for me in my back testing. That's why I took this trade today. You know what I'm saying? This is my first live trade doing an order block. So that's why I came on live and said, hey, I took this trade. This how it worked out. You know what I'm saying? I try to share my journey with y'all in real time. You feel me? Does it have to answer that? You welcome, Boogie. You always pulling up, Boogie. You always pulling up. But Boogie, we talked about this, Boogie. You still with the shirt off greasy. Come on, when you got muscles, Boogie, we get that. We understand you strong, man. I'm just messing with you, cuzzo. Prismo Production said it's in episode 12. I appreciate that. It's in episode 12 when he I've been running episode 12 and 13 back to back. I ain't even made it to like 14 and 15 yet. I've been running episode 12 and 13 back to back. I like to like internalize stuff. So it has to have a fair value gap before it breaks the order block. I want the fair value gap to be in the buy. I want the way I've been back testing it. Once that candle form and we start going the opposite direction, either down or up. If it's a green candle going down, red candle going up, I want the fair value gap on the lower time frame to form within the body of that candle, and then that makes that candle order block to me. Because when you look at the like the 160-minute candle, when it formed the order block on the 15, I'm making my entry on the 15-minute, right? But on the 15-minute, this 60-minute candle, maybe 3 red candles, but it was only 1 red candle on the 60-minute. And then like you see, like when I saw the fair value gap on the 15-minute, right, on the 5-minute, it was 2 red candles, and I made my entry at the bottom of the 5-minute fair value gap. Whereas, you know, the 60-minute fair value gap, it was down. I mean, the order block. You see what I'm saying? Because it was an order block inside an order block. You know what I'm saying? It just worked out. It's all love, Boogie. These jokes. Y'all know I ain't got good sense, man. Little Timmy Rogers be coming out sometime. Ain't nothing, Kevin. I try to explain stuff the way my mind need to hear it. And maybe one of the cousins might need to hear it the same way I hear it, man. And then go back test it and paper trade it, man. Go back test paper trading, and if it work out, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, losing is a part of trading. You know what I'm saying? As long as your risk management is in place, you know what I'm saying? If your risk management in place and you taking and your risk to reward ratios is set up right, you can actually be a losing trader and still be profitable. You know what I'm saying? If you going for, just say if you go for like today, I got a 5 to 1. You know what I'm saying? I risk 4 points to make 20 points. That's a 5 to 1, right? So I could lose 4 times and win 1 time and still be profitable. You see what I'm saying? So I would be a losing trader, but I'm still profitable. You see what I'm saying? If your risk to reward is set up right, it's all about risk management. Investing and trading is, man, I'm telling you what changed my mind. I'm going to take it off the screen to say this, man, because when I heard somebody say this, I can't remember who said it, but when I heard them say that, this changed my whole outlook on it. I heard somebody, and I can't remember who it is, whoever you are, thank you for saying it. They said, broke investors try to win more. Wealthy investors try to lose less. Charlie, man, when I heard that, that changed my entire life. Broke investors try to win more. Wealthy investors try to lose less. Man, that changed my whole life when I heard that. That changed my whole outlook on everything. It's all about risk management. Risk management, man. That risk management, that make a whole lot of sense, man. I just want to share that with y'all. Anybody that's just Tranisha, you pulling up late. Go to the office. Here go your referral. Him. Take your referral and go to the office. You pulled up late. Get your referral, go to the office. Hey, I'm fun to get out of here, man. Do anybody got any other questions before I get Boogie? Appreciate the questions, man. Share this with the cousins, man. Hey, y'all already know the only thing I ask y'all to do, man, is learn this stuff. This stuff is life changing. Learn this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It can be from me sharing my journey. It can be from ICT. It could be from Jason Sweetie. It could be from Kiki Williams. It could be from anybody, right? It's gonna be Tranisha. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be in the lunchtime lessons. It's called ICT order block trade. That's the title. ICT order block trade. It's gonna be on YouTube. And then I'm a story. I always share, like, if you couldn't make the live, pull up here. Yeah, it'll be in the story. But man, I lost my train of thought, man. Oh yeah, the only thing I ask y'all to do, man, is internalize this stuff, learn it, back test it, and then share it. If you got kids, share it with your kids, man. If you got friends and family that you care about, share it with your friends and family. That's the only thing I ask, man. I'm telling you, man, I would never charge anybody for this information when it comes to investing. People always be like, Tim, you gonna have to start charging, man. You gonna get burnt out. I won't never get burnt out, man. My thing is all about helping people, man. I'm all about helping people. So I promise you, man, I ain't gonna charge for this stuff. If y'all want to support your boy, whenever I finally open up my merch shirt, buy a shirt. Just buy some shirts if y'all want to support me. You know what I'm saying? But as far as this investing knowledge, man, this stuff out here, you can find this stuff for free, man. I ain't gonna charge nobody for this, man. But with that, if ain't nobody, I appreciate you. What's that? Sanjay, did I say that right? Sanjay, I appreciate that, man. I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm glad y'all find man, God bless you too, man. God is good and my wife is amazing. Melanie, bless you too, Melanie. Hey, man, I just appreciate y'all for pulling up. I appreciate you too, Tranisha. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Oh, what you said, Boogie? Do you set up stop loss for leaps? Now for my leap, only time I put a stop loss in effect for my leaps is like once I get up to a certain percentage. Like with my leaps, what I do, because sometimes the market can be like super volatile, I try to wait until like the optimum time to, like, I try not to be the first one to the party. I try to let all that volatility get out of the market so that once it starts going up, it won't come back and stop me out. You know what I'm saying? It won't hit my stop area. So since the leap gonna be on so long, I don't put the stop loss on until it gets into like once I start shaving, or once I go past 100%, because my broker only hold a stop for 45 days. So if I put the stop on, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna like once I get ready to adjust it later, it's still gonna go off of that 45 days that I been did it. So I just wait till later to put the stop on. That's it. But if it start going against me horribly, best believe I jump in there and put a stop in. Like if it start tanking immediately, I jump in and I put that stop in. You know what I'm saying? If I got it wrong. I appreciate you too, Tranisha. Yep, Travis Scott, what's up, man? Hey, if y'all need some if y'all need a caterer or like somebody to get some culinary tips from, man, holla at Travis Scott, man. Travis Scott's Creations on IG, man. I think it's Travis Scott Creations. I follow his page. Look for Travis Scott Creation or anything that sound like that on my IG page. Man, that man is a beast. All right, man. Appreciate you, Boogie. You're welcome. I'm about to get up out of here. I said that like 10 minutes ago, and we still here, but I'm leaving for real this time. Share this with the cousins. Hit the like button. They say that help with the algorithm. Hey, look here, Spider Gang. I'm told y'all, man. We got about 2,500 people in Spider Gang on IG, and it ain't nothing but like 750 of us on Instagram. I mean on YouTube, man. We got to get them. We should have 2,000 on YouTube if we got 2,500 on IG. Tell the cousins to pull up, man. Share this with the cousins. Tell them to pull up. Tell them we out here giving away stuff for the free 99. Ticking off a whole lot of people in the investor community. Speaking of ticking off people, y'all pull up on Trading with a Dummy. Man, Mark is a fool. All he do is tell the truth. People don't, the truth hurt. The truth hurt now. The truth, people don't like to hear the truth. So with that being said, man, I'm about to get out of here and stop running my mouth. Y'all know what it is. Till the next time, gone.